Good afternoon, this is Mark at the Wicked Edge Expert Corner Group YouTube channel. And what I have here is one of our custom configurations that a user does use, and he wanted to elaborate it further. Let me show you what he has going on. This is my personal, what I call high boy, which is a riser underneath the Stabil-Rizer. It gives it more height for when you want to get really close for thinning blades. It also has a extended length square bar that lets you move the arms further apart. What I have on here that Ed has added to his setup is an extender kit, which is a longer slide rail. This is the normal one. He's working with the longer one to the rear of the vise because he wants to have two tip vise setups ready so he can take out the tip clamp, and if he wants to use this straight tip clamp, now he has ordered, and this is why I'm demonstrating this. He had asked me for the offset clamp, and to show him that I understood exactly how he's using it, which is a very cool, ingenious way of using his setup. He has a Tormek Small Knife Holder that's S like Sam, V like Victor, M like Mary, -1, I think is what they call it. The small knife holder, this is a buck knife that has two handles. I'm going to take the knife out, but as you see right now, the knife is clamped offset in the Tormek Small Knife Holder. The back blade is open because that lets this strap that tighten on the body. If you had the blade closed, because the blades are offset, then the part that sticks up is offset, and then it wants to twist in the holder. So Ed has found that by opening the blade and then just moving it so he doesn't hurt himself, that works fine. And with the offset clamp, the issue that you run into is that it's so short that the straight stem couldn't reach the tip. So he needed the offset, hoping that the offset got him closer, which it does. So let me loosen this up. It's really a cool way of sharpening it, and I did put a stone here. And the tip is where you can take advantage of it. The up down, you can go a little bit higher by going thinner on the bar and level it out if you choose to, but the way it fits here is how it has to fit. And when I did try to offset it, the blade doesn't, the tip and the blade doesn't seem to meet right. But this would let you sharpen this small knife blade, and then I would look to reverse the knife and do the other blade similarly. It would be clamped even more thinly. So let me take it out of here and let's try that. And when you use these types of applications, as you know, when you're using the Tormek Small Knife Holder, when you're using this, this is like off-road, just like off the book stuff. So we're left on our own to figure it out. And, you know, those of us who run into these knife sharpening challenges. So I just removed it. It's a really nice little buck knife. And if you had left it up because the blades close offset, this is more to that side, it would want to twist it. And Ed pointed that out to me. I sometimes put foam on them, and you know, I use that foam stuff for all kinds of. So in my hand, I'm clamping it, and I'm going to clamp it so the blade is extended out as far as it can, that way forward. And because of the way it clamps to get the length this way, it's clamping back here. If I get it even, it may be better, but we may not be able to put any tip support on it that he wants. So I'm going to center it to start with and give it a try. Yeah, I'd have to go all the way like that, which is fine. I'm trying to walk it up as thin as I can in the vise. I'll show you what I'm doing here. This clamp now has to straddle this bar if you were ever going to use this. So because it has to straddle the bar, you have to move it away and then sneak back in it, and then it is, that bolt is above it, and if the bolt isn't above it, then you have to move the knife down lower to get it to be. And right now it may be usable, but I think I would like to, I can't go higher. That's as close as we can get. I don't think you'll be able to do that. I'm going to mess with this some more while we're still videoing to try to see how I would do the forward blade. That's why I did it like that to start with, because I thought it needed to have that. Now we're going to be able to sneak past it. Boy, my friend, I think we got you covered. I found a clamping position that I could use with the Tormek Small Knife Holder. It looks to me like I would be able to sharpen that knife, both sides, with the small knife holder offset, so the knife itself is not clamped, so that no part of this knife at all is clamped in the Wicked Edge vise. This happens to be a Wicked Edge 130 on a Stabil-Rizer with an extra riser and micro adjusters, all kinds of stuff that really make it nice, like these backrests. So this is what he did. He wanted a longer rail back here so he could have them both there all the time, because he is a knife sharpener in a permanent shop with everything set up, so he can pull this out and switch it and slide it around. He has that variety. If he needs to extend it on this side, he has other rails to extend this side, but most times he does that. So this looks like it will answer his needs. It doesn't, you don't use the back at all. You do use the Wicked Edge vise, and what you're trying to do is use the same rotation point and get that little knife centered, but up above the vise so you can sharpen it. And the little clamp is thin enough to allow you to achieve that. But it's an expensive accessory to an accessory. It's $100 extra bill to extend the Stabil-Rizer kit. Anyway, I hope that, Ed, we got you covered. I'm going to get this YouTube video posted and get it off to you tomorrow. Thanks.